Okay, so here we are. So welcome everybody, and we are here celebrating the new moon in Virgo this time with my dear daughter-in-law, who's a Virgo, Anita. Welcome. Thank you for being here and sharing this experience today and bringing in your Virgo energy.
Thank you, Mom. I'm so excited to be here. It's such an honor.
Yes. So we're going to go through the energies of Virgo, and like we do every time, so the new moon is happening today here. So between today and tomorrow around the world, but I think it's coming in like exactly in a couple of hours here. We are in LA. And so it's 11 degrees of Virgo. And if you have your chart, you can find where in your chart does it fall, in which house of your natal chart does it fall. And we are going to explain what are the gifts of the Virgo and in which area of your life, what's the focus of these energies. And then we're going to go through all the houses like we usually do. So you can see in which aspect of your life it's going to be activated and how it can inspire you for the next 6 months to start maybe a project or a focus in your life on that aspect of life to love and better that aspect of life. Put your attention in your love on that aspect of life. Okay. So the Virgo is the ruler of the sixth house in the chart, in the astrological chart. And the sixth house is about health and being at service. These are two aspects of the sixth house, health and being of service in this life, okay, in this planet. So, but if you put those two energy together, you get
A healer.
a healer, right? A healer is of service for the health, may that be physical, mental, emotional, whatever needs to be taken care of, which is all like different dimensions of the same thing in the end. So that's the let's say the focus, right? And then we have the qualities of Virgo. So Virgo is how do you have like a definition, like to put it in a few words? How do you see
I
Virgo?
would say Virgo loves organization and analyzing, and we love to bring order out of chaos.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Like that's the main thing, yeah, bringing order out of chaos, and you are quite an expert. Yeah, you've been doing such an amazing work in Costa Rica in this creating this project that you and your partner are creating. Your partner, which is my son, are creating in Costa Rica, and you are like covering all the areas with your gifts of organizing and going into details and with so much love and so much beauty. So much beauty.
We also like efficiency.
Yes.
So creating systems and things that create a space of flow and efficiency is really helpful for us.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, it makes me think about feng shui, and we think about feng shui in the house, but you're creating a wonderful feng shui in the whole community, in the whole garden, right? Which covers a lot of aspects. And yeah, and you sure work a lot. Like last time I called her in Costa Rica. What were you doing?
I decided to clean behind a shelf that has all of the spices and oils and cooking glassware and pots and everything. And I took the whole shelf out, took everything off, cleaned behind it. And then I noticed the walls were stained. So I ended up painting behind the wall.
And this is you have to know that this is a communal kitchen. So it's not just your little kitchen.
Right.
It's a kitchen where you
There's
cook for
people.
everybody there. Yes, that can be a lot of people. So yes.
So I painted behind the wall and then I put everything back, cleaned it again, and then reorganized all of the spices and shelves and every little thing in detail had to go in a certain place.
Yeah, we forgot to take the picture. I wanted to see that.
I think I have one somewhere. I'll find it before and after.
Okay. Yes, so that's the gift to have a Virgo or one expression of having a Virgo around. But it's about organizing your life. Mm-hmm. You know, and it covers so many aspects, all aspects of life. And we're going to look a little bit more at it, going through each house of your chart. So let's say that this new moon falls in your first house. Your first house is your persona. Is that is what people see, which the image you project onto others. And of course, it's like the physical, the body. And I forgot to mention that Virgo is very much into details. I mean, you can see with this example.
These very meticulous details are very important to us and also very obvious.
Yes, you can see them. Mm-hmm. Yes, it's easy for you.
Yeah.
So when we are going to look at different aspects, like through the houses, it's about going in details. Virgo is ruled by Mercurius, and that's when, we have Mercurius in retrograde. Everybody goes like, oh, Mercurius in retrograde. That's why this is happening with my computer and with my car and with the people around and with getting things done and da 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 da. But Mercurius in retrograde is asking us about revisiting whatever is the challenge, is basically bringing into our face in front of us what needs to be revisited and go into details. So don't think like, oh, it's going to last 2 weeks, or in 2 weeks, everything is going to go back to be fine and I won't have those problems anymore. No, you are having a problem with your computer. Get into your computer, decluster your computer or fix your computer or buy a new computer or whatever, but take care of whatever Mercurius is bringing into your life and look at the details. Take the time to analyze, check every aspect, every detail, and it's wonderful. Mercurius in retrograde is a blessing.
It's an opportunity,
I think. It's an opportunity. So if it's in your first house, look at your physical, like your fitness. Are you in shape? And maybe you're in shape, but, so look at, okay, yeah, you've been eating healthy, but, all these little buts are the details that can improve you in your image. And when I say image, of course, the first house is the I am. So who am I? Are you authentic? What are you keep bringing out? Is it just a mask, social mask, or is it really who you are? Allow yourself to, because that's the inspiration you're going to have for others, right? So if it's your outfits, maybe you want to, take care of details, like get a new shirt or put together, have fun putting together outfits. And it's also your expression, right?
And all the little details
Yes.
that we use to express our authenticity.
Right, right. It's very creative. Yeah, yeah. Every sign it has its form of creativity. And yeah, exactly. So that's what Virgo brings in. So first house is that, be in shape, you know, and allow yourself to express who you are. Authenticity. Second house, and we're going to go a little bit fast, we can go in details. Oh, but I have this planet here, da, da, da. This is very basic, and it's kind of a routine every month, and it gives you ideas and tips and things like that. Second house is your assets, your belongings, your assets. So that can be physical, that can be assets in different ways. And I'm thinking it's a good time to revisit your finances, your checkbook, your bank account, the way you invest where do you put your money? And I'm talking about that. Usually I talk about assets more general, but right now I felt like talking more about specific financial aspect because of everything, the crisis we're going through in this country and in the world in general. So where do you put your money? Think about different ways to keep your money or use your money. Have some cash with you. Revisit all that, check all that part of you. And of course, organize if needed to reorganize anything in your papers, in your belongings. Decluster also.
Yes. Clearing out all of those spaces, even if it's financial records, your computer, you're just clearing out that energy and opening up space for new, better things.
Yes, 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 yes. So second house is that. And also you can go through your stuff, right? Because it's easy to accumulate stuff. And there's a wonderful exercise that I love. It's like you look at something you have and you say, oh, I love it so much. Okay, it's a keeper. I don't really care about this. Okay, maybe somebody else is going to enjoy it more than you or needs it or whatever. So yes, it's that details, right? Organization details. Third house. So third house is communication. So communication can be, oh, let me look at my list of people and see if I can call some friends or somebody I haven't talked to in a long time. That's a way to go. Let me check that. Or follow up with somebody. We had a conversation the other day. We started something we didn't finish. Let me call that person or send an email or send a text or whatever. Follow-ups that are not taken care of. And then all the things that are tools for communication, which is the computer, the cell phones, the car. Go visit, how's your car doing?
Social media.
Social media, yes, big ones. Yes, yes, you are the generation. Yes, social media, yes, 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 it's important. And it's a good way analyzing how you use your social media, right? Yeah, that's a good one. So that's the third house, and there's probably more ideas. But let's go to the fourth house, which is your home. So now we can talk about declustering your home and feng shui.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I was speaking earlier about how clearing all of this energy opens up the flow.
Mm-hmm.
So you have this flow of energy around you, in front of you. Everything's open and airy and flowing so that energy can move around. It doesn't get stuck and trapped somewhere in the house, which can cause all kind of problems in your life at certain aspects, depending on what room it's in.
Absolutely. Oh my God. Yes, 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 yes. And your house is the expression of your inner being, you know, it's like it's a you. I mean, it's a yeah.
The outward expression of what's going on, a reflection of what's going on within us.
And as a way, and by the way, like stagnation. You don't want to have stagnation, so you want to come in the house and oh, you can move around. You know, gonna get blocked here and there, which is the same for the first house. Like take care of your body and decluster and clear and maybe you have some stagnation there. You can. Well, we're going to go into that in the sixth house, but detox and stuff like that. Yeah. So yeah, the flow in the house creates flow in your life. That's so good. Okay, fourth house, and yeah, the stuff like really, really give away, sell. I mean, whatever you're not using, somebody else is probably waiting to have it. No? Fifth house is the creativity. So fifth house, are you working with creativity? Do you feel also like you're stuck or it's not organized, it's not clear, or you started a project, a creative project, and it's there, and maybe you started another one and it's over there, and you started a third one and it's over there. So revisit all your creative projects also. And maybe organize yourself so uh, because creativity has this spontaneous side of it, but it has the other side where if you are organized, you're more effective and you have the things you need. If you're painting and you don't know where your brushes are or they're dirty, they don't taken care of,
it interrupts your flow, your creative flow, having to stop and go find this or look for that.
Yes. So organization makes it easier also. And if you're starting a new project, think about all the details before you start and organize yourself.
Preparation. That's the big one. Virgos love a lot too.
Exactly. No, and I'm enjoying that so much with you because we are working on a couple of projects and she's always reminding me, okay, so let's like half of it is what we do in the videos right now, but there's a first half, which is the preparation. And it's fantastic. So I love that. Thank you for bringing that.
My pleasure.
So fifth house, sixth house. So sixth house is the house of Virgo, and it's the house of health and being of service. And for me personally, I'm not a professional astrologer. I just love astrology, and it's been a big help in my life. And for me, Chiron is related to Virgo. Why is that? Because Chiron is the wounded healer. So it's this aspect of you where because you have that wound in yourself, you are an expert in that, and helping others heal that same wound is what is making the healing happen in you. And it's absolutely, I mean, and I've lived that in my personal life, doing healing to people that at the beginning was I was like, why am I attracting clients that have the problem that I have? I have it. But working with them was an opportunity for me to go deeper in my own healing, I realized. So for me, Chiron is it's really a representation of the energy of Virgo. So sixth house and being of service, right? So the healer, yes, the healer is a great image. Then we have the seventh house. So first house is I am, and the seventh house is the other one. It's your mirror. The other one is your mirror. So how can you help the other one or inspire the other one, you know, to feel better, to be more of him or herself, you know, to unfold, to activate, to be a support to the other one. And that's something Virgo loves to do too.
We love to nurture that in people.
Yes.
With a lot of compassion and understanding and patience. So much patience.
Yeah, and you analyze the situation.
Mm-hmm. Overthink it sometimes.
Yes.
We do a lot of overthinking.
Yes, well, yeah, that's a good, I'm glad you bring it up, because in general, Virgo can go to, you know, the extreme of wanting to be perfect and everything to be perfect. And if I'm not perfect, I'm not, you know, I'm not satisfied.
Or worthy. There's a lot of worth issues that come in with expecting perfection within yourself, more so than others even.
Oh, so much. And thank you for bringing that up, because the people that have in their natal chart the moon in Virgo, moon is the emotions. And so, yeah, worthiness, it's a big one. They can be, you know, when you go to the shadow side, the self-esteem is, you know, it's not at the best, because there's always this thing, oh, I can be better, I can do better, I'm not worthy. So yeah, watch the side. I mean, perfection doesn't exist on planet Earth. Perfection doesn't exist in the life, because if this life was perfect, it would not make any sense. It would not exist. It would not, perfection is not manifested, because it's in the imperfection that we grow. It's the imperfection that is the stimuli that triggers us.
Catalyst.
Yes, the imperfection is the container for us to learn, to grow, to discover, you know. And it's also you know, my mother was very much into aesthetics, and she used to say that when you are imperfect, you have charm. That's what creates the attraction, the attractive side of you. If everything is perfect, what are we doing? We're done.
Right? There's no more
to
learn or grow.
There's no stimulation. There's no reason to be.
Movement.
No more movement. No more, like, you know, tension or stimulation. So perfection is not here. It doesn't exist. It's not part of life. So watch yourself if you have moon in Virgo in that sense, and know that you are so essential to everybody around, because of your gifts, because of your qualities. It's amazing. I mean, yeah. Thank you for that parenthesis. So we were in the seventh house, and the same in the seventh house, because he is the other one. you can that after this there was this say in behind every famous man or big great man, there's a woman, that kind of thing, it's like you can be the inspiration for the other one also. And that's very Virgo, because Virgo loves to be of service, so you can stay in the background, but hey, if you were not there, it would not be happening, right? So you are essential. You are essential. So eighth house is the house of transformation. Is the house where, death and rebirth. So it's the house also where you can let go of the things that don't work for you, and retrieve that energy to transform it into the new that you want. So again, we are also you can go inward, deep inward, to analyze, which is one of the qualities of Virgo. And analyzing is not judging.
No, it's different. Analyzing, observe, it's just an observing from afar without attaching an opinion to it or judgment.
Yeah, because that can be the other thing where Virgo can fall, it's like judgment. You have to do better, didn't do right. So no, this is not about judging. The bright side of that capacity would be to be the observer, like you said, the observer. You can see what's going on without judging. So you can make it better or heal. And yeah, for Scorpio, for eighth house, it also has to do with transformation. It's the house of the shaman, it's the house of the alchemy, and therefore is the house of sexuality. Mm-hmm. And we are going to go deep into the alchemy of sexuality in our next video. Mm-hmm. So yeah, because Virgo is also the Virgin Mary, this whole myth and reality of the story. We're going to go into that in the next video, which is about sacred sexuality. So that's for the eighth house, the house of alchemy, and transformation, which is a lot what we are doing in these days. We're transforming, we are upgrading ourselves to the next level.
I was going to say, even the alchemy and transformation of moving from analyzing and observation, or from that perfectionism judgment, we can alchemize that energy with compassion. So often we can catch ourselves in a judgment and then switch it to a loving, compassionate energy. And that's one way to transform that energy.
Wonderful. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Every time we catch ourselves judging something, and it's even convenient, because if you're judging something, you're going to have it in your life, coming back and coming back. So yeah, how to transform that into compassion. Wonderful. So then we go into ninth house, and ninth house is the house for me of discoveries and adventure. So adventure, it's an adventure because you're going to discover something. So when you want to do discoveries, you need to have the spirit of adventure. And that's like brings in discoveries, is learning, but it's also ninth house is related to also higher levels of learning, higher knowledge, another level of knowledge, going deeper. If you think about life in our everyday life, growing up. When you go to school, you are in Mercurius energy and Gemini, and you learn a little bit about everything, and it's kind of superficial. Sagittarius is going to the university. That can be an image to understand what's the difference. So ninth house is about that. It's about going, more advanced knowledge and discoveries and adventures. And it can be also traveling, because when you travel, you discover different cultures, and it open up your mind. Anything that can open your mind and give you a bigger perspective on life. So if you have your moon in Virgo there, you may want to get into reading books that are opening up new horizons in your life. That could be a way to go. You can travel, you can go to Egypt, to the pyramids, and make a lot of discoveries of amazing ancient knowledge.
So is it external discoveries, or can it be internal as well?
It can be internal. The way I see it is that yeah, but it's coming from, that's why I'm thinking books, or listening to teachers. Like right now, I'm obsessing with Robert Everett, because he has a capacity to explain from the scientific point of view, mixed with he's an amazing artist, and and bringing to. I'm learning so much. I mean, it's not even, it's maybe more than learning, because it's just I'm resonating with what he's saying, because I know that.
I already know it.
Yes, so that's
confirmation.
Yes, confirmation. So that's a great point too. Is it inside? Is it outside? It's like the outside is a confirmation of what you have inside. Maybe you're gonna remember. It's just about remembering, but it's opening up to bigger, greater perspectives on life, on things, right? Opening up the horizons. Yes. Yes. So then we have the 10th house, and the 10th house is the career, to make it short. I mean, it's the 10th house, yes. And it's the sum of your life experiences that brought you where you are now, and you, with all the accumulation of experiences, that it's another way to learn from experience, right? So all the learnings through your life brought you to a place where you can make a career out of your experience. So, but it's basically about your career. So maybe you're not satisfied. So is it you're not satisfied because you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing? Using like the purpose in life, that's your real career, And oftentimes we just take a job because we need to pay the rent and bills and the. So check with yourself if that's is the situation. And it's a great opportunity to go into what you really want to do, right? Mm-hmm. And there are ways, if you need to make shifts, there's many tools you can use, but it's good to use it, like analyze, I love this thing that is called the game of life, where you check What are the things I love about myself, the things that I love doing, the things that I want to have. And then it's like you are organizing the pieces of the puzzles that you are, and then you can have fun putting them together. And then, oh, this is what I can do, you know? And how is it related to what I'm doing right now? And if you feel the need of a transition, don't just quit your job and figure out after. No, be like Virgo is, down to the ground. Like, let's organize.
Be practical.
Be practical. Yes. First step, second step, third step. I'm going to go this way. I'm going to make this shift. But I know I have all the pieces of information that I need in order to make the shift, if this is what I want to do. And maybe you have a career and it's kind of not, could be doing better. So let's analyze the different aspects of it, right? And have some coaching with, have some coaching. But yeah, I kind of like to have Anita around, to check on that aspect. So this is a career, and you have this new moon right at the edge of the 9th and the 10th house. So you're going to bring in the information, the new discoveries that you still can receive or confirm, or, from the 9th house, all those discoveries. And it's going to affect your career.
So I can take everything that I've learned from this 9th house and apply it into.
You have that energy. You have that energy. The information you need is going to come your way. And then you apply it. Yes. You apply it in your career. Do you feel that you can have a shift in your career or something new is coming?
I have been feeling that way. Like things are shifting and fast. And it feels like a really good direction. Like I was telling you earlier, it feels like everything that I've learned and been through in my life has been leading up to this point right now. It was all the right seasoning to get to here.
That's
and it's
10th house.
And it's a beginning.
That's so perfect. So you're really in the flow. You're really aligned with the energies that's so beautiful. Okay, so getting into the 10th house with a lot of new. That's so wonderful. So 10th house, and then you have the 11th house. So the 11th house, you have Virgo there, the new moon there. It's about your community. Your friends, is your community. So how are you being of service to your community with the focus on health and healing? How can you be a healer for the community? So maybe retreats, maybe gatherings, creating gatherings, organizing the activities of the community, helping the people, like being a coach for the community.
I was going to say, even sometimes if you're not in that profession or that industry of healing, just your presence sometimes can be very healing for many people. Just your energy, your presence, your acceptance, your compassion.
And you're going to probably have people don't know what to do with something, like there's a situation, a challenge in the community, and you may have the tool or the tip to, shift it. Yes, so it's in relation to the community you belong to. And maybe you're looking for that community. So How about defining which community you want to be part of? Which is something very important in these days too. And what role you want to play in that community. Right? So that's the 11th house. And the last house, but not the least in this case, more than any other, is the 12th house, which is the house of Pisces, which is the opposite of Virgo. And so the 12th house is the house of whatever you don't see. So that can be your subconscious or unconscious. It can also be other dimensions. That's why it's the house of spirituality. So the focus is going to be on that area. And you, one big great suggestion with this new moon in Virgo is look at your dreams. You may be getting messages through your dreams. Then it's about healing what you have in your subconscious or unconscious, because you can be conscious of a lot of things. You have that part of you, but what shows up in your life is your challenges that show up in your life are knocking on the door of the unconscious, of the things you have not brought to consciousness yet. So each challenge you have in your life is an opportunity. It's not anybody's fault or blah, 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 or let's shift from being the victim to being, using every challenge as an opportunity. Okay. So because it's related to subconscious or unconscious, you can use hypnotherapy to heal your wounds, your stories.
I really love using subliminals.
Subliminals?
Or hypnosis or subliminals are a great way to work on your subconscious mind.
And what's subliminals?
Sometimes they're frequencies.
Oh, yes.
Sometimes they're
homeopathy.
They're vocal, but so quiet that your ear can't hear it, but your subconscious mind can.
Okay,
so there can be affirmations that are so quiet with overlay of the ocean or nature sounds.
Yes, which is very similar to hypnotherapy.
Right.
But yes, and homeopathy is amazing too, because it's also very subtle. And frequencies also, of course, music. I mean, music. 12th house is the house of Pisces, and Pisces loves music. So the power of the healing power of sound, exactly. Even using your voice. Yes. There's a lot to say about this 12th house, because we are the 12th house is also the whole belief system that we created based on our experiences since birth or even before birth, right? So that's the healing. And the 12th house is the belief system. And it's also all the education we received from religions. Because Pisces is the era we're leaving behind. Pisces Virgo is the axis we are leaving behind. And so Pisces is, I believe, I have faith, and life, and the idea of the mystery. What we don't know, what we don't understand, that is shifting now to his Aquarius into, I can explain God with mathematics. with quantum science. There's no mystery anymore. But we've been living in mystery and belief systems for 2000 years. And this is something that can be manipulated to such extreme that is creating all this suffering in the world. It's huge, it's huge, it's huge. And we are going to focus on that with the next video, which is going to be a lot about shifting from Pisces, Virgo, healing the Virgin Mary, and the other side of the coin, which is Mary Magdalene, the whore. We're healing that. We're coming back to the reality behind this whole distortion, manipulation, because Pisces is a lot about everything is vague, so we can manipulate. That's the shadow side, right? And because you have to believe and you have to have faith. That's the religion. You have to have faith and don't ask questions because it's a mystery. There's no answer. It's a mystery. With the excuse of the mystery, you don't get the answers, right? So we're coming out of that, and it's a perfect moment in this shifting from that era to this new one, to heal all of that, to revisit all of that, to reanalyze all of that, to reorganize all that, to bring clarity to all of that.
And a balance to the masculine, feminine, the sun in Virgo, and the moon. I'm sorry, the sun in, or the opposite, sun in Pisces, moon in Virgo.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, these are the duality is Pisces, Virgo. Whether, I mean, in this,
having the sun and moon both in Virgo.
Oh, you do.
That's what.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, in your case, because like the moon, your new moon in Virgo is, you have the sun in the ninth house in conjunction, and you have Mercurius, which is Mercurius is the planet that rules Virgo on the other side. So it's like you have a trilogy here. You have the ninth house and the 10th house, but you have the sun and Mercurius, which is your planet. And in the middle, you have moon that is bringing this whole thing together. So for you, this day, this moment is absolutely something new, very important. I could see it like it's a shift. When the doors, they open and they close because they have how do you call this thing? That thing that makes it open and close. Okay.
Hinge.
The
hinges.
This is, you are at a hinge in your life. Yeah. And we can go in each body's chart and check all the planets and the aspects and the transits. I mean, we can go very deep. This is not the point of this monthly videos. It's just to give you a basic information about what is the opportunity that is presenting to you and which aspect of life you can start like focusing for the next 6 months till the full moon will be in Virgo. So from here in 6 months, the full moon is going to be in Virgo. So you're going to see the fruits of this that you started today. So thank you so much, Anita.
Thank you.
And thank you everybody who's been or will be watching this video. And I hope you get something from it. And see you next month for the next one. And we will have another video that is going to be like the shift from Pisces Virgo situation, clearing, healing that, because it's Virgo, to jump into the next one, which is Aquarius here.
Yes, don't miss the exciting video on sacred sexuality. And we'll also have some meditations to go along with that video.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Gonna be a big one. Thank you so much. Much, much love and healing for everybody. See you next time.